Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It's currently February 23rd, right? 2026. All right, so today we're gonna be talking about goals, right? So for this, I grabbed all my planners. So the one from 2 years ago, one from last year, and the one I'm currently working on. So as you can see, I have colors and whatnot, right? So like green, I know it's green and pink, but like for the highlight, for my Bible highlighters, they didn't have red, so I have to use pink. So I'm simulating as like pink as red. You know what I'm saying? So it's like good and bad. All right. So starting off, right, the reason why I have green and red, obviously, to put down the days. Like, so if it's a green day, right, so as you can see, like green, that means I was like super productive. I was on top of everything I'm doing. If it's red, that means I could have done more. Now, mind you, I'm still a pretty productive individual, so I'm not really worried about, really falling behind. But that's a way to keep me in check, in line. So, like the quote I heard, right, it was like, "You win enough days, you win the week, right? You win enough weeks, you win the month. If you win enough months, you win the year. You win enough years, you win your life." Right? That was like that's kind of the mindset regarding this. This color situation, right? Because it's like, okay, boom, you only have to focus on just today. I just have to focus on what I need to get done today. It's not like where before it was like overwhelming, like, oh, I have all these things I need to get done and I'm putting them off. Especially like this compared to how I used to do goals a long time ago. It's like, okay, boom, like now I'm only hyper fixated on like 5 goals. You know what I'm saying? Is completing like 5 or whatever goals I have for the month, right? Obviously, it's not really like 5, it's more like, 25. But it's like 5 big goals that I have focused, and like a lot of the other ones are like smaller. This is like my book that I have for my goals to break them down into steps. So it's, right, it's just breaking everything down in steps. Like, think about it like this. Okay, boom. I'll show you. So like, to get my passport, to pay out my credit card, to get some more videos posted up on YouTube and staying more consistent with that, as well as with the month, right? And it's just about breaking it down. So it's like your main goal is like, boom, let's say your main goal is, okay, so for example, getting a passport, boom. Super simple process. In my head, I always overthought it by a tremendous amount. It was really a 4-step process, right? So when you break down the goal, it makes it 10 times easier. So it's like, boom, getting a passport, cool, understandable. That seems pretty hard. Okay, let's break it down. So it's like the breakdown is like the GPS route to the goal. Like, so it's like, okay, you print off the form, you fill it out, you get your documents, and you go and book an appointment and have a passport photo. That's really all it is. It's very simple. But if you didn't have a breakdown step by step, it's probably gonna take longer, obviously, right? It's like using GPS. Eventually you can get to where you need to go. The only difference is the amount of time it's gonna take you. Eventually you can get there. If you're trying to get somewhere, you'll get there. It's just the amount of time. You're expediting so much time to get where you need to go. So that's kind of what I use this book for. It's my goals book. I like the leather. I'm a big leather guy, so I like the leather. It makes it feel official, like it's a history book, my history, Same with like my Bible. It's like a nice leather plush. I don't know, I like it. Anyways, boom. So like this year, I'm really on top of more goals than I've ever been. I've completed way more than I have ever completed in the past. Now, like for example, this is my first plan when I first started back in 2023 and 2024. Boom, right? As you can see, I was still like productive, right? I've always still been productive, but it's like, it doesn't seem as efficient, right? Well, it was, but it's like, it didn't really seem as efficient. It's like, okay, boom, I have a few goals or whatever, and it's like, I don't know which days I was really doing good and which days I was really doing bad, you know what I mean? I feel like this way, it's like a reward system in my brain. Also, I really like the planners. I like keeping them because it's like, I get to cross stuff off that was on my goals list from like a year ago, 2 years ago. Like eventually I get it done, regardless. You know, like it's like after you write it down, you'll eventually get it done. Like your subconscious will feed it. You're feeding your subconscious, so you're gonna get it done. Yeah, so I like to go back and just cross some stuff out of that. Like I started actually implementing daily or completing it. Also, all the goals I transfer over to like the next year, and then when I knock off the goal, I normally add like a few more. So I'm constantly trying to improve myself because there's always something that you can work on. You know what I'm saying? Always something you can be better at. Always something that you can pursue in a way. Yeah, these are like stuff like different date ideas. Because back when I was in a relationship, I would put these. Now I'm just completing these for me, so it's really cool. Yeah, this is my first year. Let's go to this other year. Boom. It's like, okay, cool. It's not like anything crazy. There's actually a few blank months because I was going through some mental stuff, mental health. Yeah, it's like I can see where I was, like what months I was lacking, where it started coming back. Definitely in October, that's when the jump came back in the drive. Yeah, but I just figured I'd post a video. This is my last video that I needed to post for the month. It was my 4th video, and I'm 1 subscriber away from reaching my goal of 105. So I was trying to, push out this last little bit of content. Let me know if you guys will implement this stuff, like the color system. I really like it because, like, boom, at the end of the week, right? I get to see it because, boom, if the green is outweighing the red, that means I won the week. So I got 1 more week to go, and predominantly, I'm doing pretty good. There's a few weeks that, I think my 2nd week of this month, I have 3 reds. So I was close, because there's only 7 days of the week. So it can't be an even number. So yeah, so I really have to take control of my days. But this will definitely be a green day. This was the last thing I needed to do out of everything, but this will definitely be a green day. I know that because it was a mental thing to start recording this video. But then once I got into it, it was everything came out smooth. Obviously, it's not the best content, but it's my content. So, yeah. Have a good day. I gotta get ready for work.